G'day everyone, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. So this morning we are heading, well, we need to get this auger down to Brian, down to the canola so we can start out loading canola. We drained the 100 tonner. We didn't do it full due to the wind yesterday. So yeah, we're just going to finish up the last trailer with this one. Brian's all loaded, so he's going to go to town today with this because we don't have the grain for him, and canola's slow, so he's going to go to town. He'll come back and get his second load later on today. So the guys are here servicing, so we'll go over and see how they're getting on. Morning, George.
Morning, YouTube. What's going on?
Can I get a post-harvest review?
Post-harvest review.
Yeah, how was your first day?
Awesome. Loved every minute of it. Look forward to getting back out there.
Overlay the rock incident.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
We don't talk about the war.
Yeah, no, things happen.
It's all good. So yeah, it looks to be yielding all right out there.
Oh yeah, that corner. I was 2 tons really good. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Much nicer coming in the head as well, coming in the front.
More even?
Yeah, like a lot more consistent.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm doing now, I'm dragging another auger behind me. What we're doing is we need to empty a fill bin so we can put our seed canola into it. The guys, they were harvesting Bandit yesterday afternoon when you guys watched the last video, and last night they got into the Renegade. Now the Bandit did 1.1 tonne to the hectare, and the Renegade's going about 1.3 and a bit tonne to the hectare. So insane, absolutely like mind-blowing. It's doesn't look like the crop should be doing that. The year shouldn't have done that, and yeah, it's from what it looked like at the beginning, it's done amazingly well. So what I'm doing is we're going to take get some seed from that. We're going to do half and half next year, half Renegade, half Bonito, which is my original variety, because I got Bonito sitting in the shed and I might as well use it, and then we can compare the two next year, because the Renegade had a lot, and I mean a lot, of black leg in it. So we'll do a spray for it next year and then see how it goes, and then next year we'll decide if we go Bonito or go Renegade, or if we do again we keep the two. But yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. Slight change of plan. There's a bit more grain in that fill bin than there is to fit in the chaser, so we're just going to leave it for now. And we'll get Brian when he comes back to drain those fill bins, and then we'll be all sweet. So we'll do our seed this afternoon, not this morning like I planned, but that doesn't matter. The seed's all crispy dry anyway. The header was saying 6.5 or something like that, so nice and dry. So we're just going to head down to my house site now, because we need to grab the telehandler, and we'll grab the truck, and then we'll bring them back here, and we need the telehandler here for doing our seed. So we went down to the house site and got all the stuff we needed. We also had to lift that fireplace into the like where it sits, and my goodness is it heavy. But anyway, we're down here just checking on everyone, just checking our storage. So yeah, seeing if they've got enough room, or if I need to empty, say, that silo into that chaser bin there, just so that we've got a bit more room. But I think it's all right for now. And yeah, Brian will be out here. What's our time? Our time's just 20 past 10, so hopefully Brian's out here by 12, and yeah, we'll get a few more loads out of Canola. But yeah, we've also got some misty drizzle coming through as well, so hopefully it doesn't affect the guys' moisture and they can just keep rolling. But they're just out here harvesting away, so yeah, just another day of harvest. So I decided, as soon as I'm here, I'll just load this chaser, so it is there's a bit more room for Annabelle to go into, and it also means that when Brian gets here, we've got a full chaser ready to load into him, so we can get him out quicker. So yeah, I'll just sit here and load this. You may be wondering why I've got the auger out, and basically it's just so I can see my piles. When the auger's down, you can't see the back there. So auger out, and then I go all the way to the back of the chaser bin, and then when you see the pile, you can start reversing, and then you can see the pile as you come forward. Whereas if you start at the front and you get a nice big pile, you can't see the piles behind you. So it just makes it a bit easier. Right, that chaser's nice and full, ready for Brian. Annabelle's in and unloading. She's got to go on the other side of the 100-tonner now. She's filled this side. So while she's pulling around, I'm going to grab myself a moisture container and then just go and run it, just so that the boys know what their moistures are doing and they can make sure that their machines are reading correctly. And yeah, it looks like that mist has sort of gone away for now, so fingers crossed everybody, it stays away. 6.8, so crispy dry, means it's going to be good for when Brian gets here and he drains that silo. We can go straight into doing our seed, because that's perfect low temperature for doing seed. So yeah, the guys will just keep on rolling. I'm going to head down to Hatton's now and check the canola there, see if we can go down into that. I don't think so. I'll show you when we get down there. We've got what we call an off type, so and that is just green as green can be. So yeah, let's get down there. Right, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but if I bring the camera down a little bit, see this one here, this one, this one, this one, out the back there, everything that is slightly higher than the crop is an off type. Now an off type is like a different breed of canola. So this is T4510, and when they breed it, I believe, I could be completely wrong, so don't quote me, I think it's you know, part of the genes from the you know, the plant that they were breeding it with. I could be completely wrong on that, but I think that's what it is. And you get these off types. Now these off types are miles above the rest of the crop, and I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but there's just greenery all the bloody way through this. And we've obviously sprayed it. Everything else is dead. This stuff isn't. So if you can see on the camera, you still got green seeds. Now, this is where we come into issue. The wind that we had yesterday, if you can see, so see all the white stuff that's happening on the canola? All this, that is pod shatter. So that's, the wind is just rattling all the plants like this, and then you end up with these white bits left, which is just the skeleton of the pod. And yeah, we're losing canola on the ground already. So we can deliver green canola as long as your moisture's fine. You can have greenery in it, but it's just how much greenery is that moisture gonna bring the moisture up. That's the thing. So I don't want to leave this for too long, because I'm going to lose all my yield out of this. But if it's not ready, then it's not ready. You know, I can't harvest it if I've got all this bloody stupid off-type in it. I can guarantee you right now, 4510 is done on this farm. Not happening again. So, yeah, the joys of hybrids. You pay an absolute bomb of money for the bag of seed, and then they can't even get their seed right. You know, you end up with stuff like this. It's absolutely shocking. So we'll go for a drive out the back and see what's out there. Well, having a look out there, so Henry sprayed this paddock last. That paddock there he sprayed first, but it's not looking as bad. There's more off-types on the sand, but around the place, like there is a lot out there. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we might bring one header down and just nose it in, give it a go, see what it looks like, and if it's harvestable, then yeah, we'll get down here and get harvesting, because I just, with the way the other stuff's yielding, I don't want to lose this yield. So yeah, you know, we want to get out there and get it off. So let's make that a plan, shall we? So we're in here loading brine. Now the truck's the wrong way, as you can see. We need to empty a field bin so we can do our seed, and we just weren't sure if there's going to be enough grain between those field bins, the chaser and the other chaser, to give him a full load. So it's facing this way, so that if all of it fails, we can come to that 100 tonner and fill him out of that. Annabelle's just swinging around now. She's going to go auger to auger, and yeah, we'll get him loaded. Brian's all loaded. We just topped him up out of the 100 tonner. So I've got my field bin empty for seed. The guys are just cutting the seed area out now, and then they're going to clean the bins and then start in the seed. So they'll do that very shortly. I'm heading to the shed, and I'll meet up with Dad. We're going to grab the shepherd and Manny, the bags, and we need the elephant trunk, and then we can come down and collect our seed. Alright, time to do some seed. So what we do is we lower our auger as low as we physically can, and then we put our elephant trunk there on the end. Then we've got bulker bags which are in the truck there. They go on the forks of the telehandler, and then essentially we just fill the bag, and then that's it. Load it up on the truck, take it back to the shed and store it, and yeah, that's how we get our seed. And there we have our canola seed. So we got 5 bags, so they hold 1,200 kilos each. So yeah, 1.2 tonne. So we'll grade that out to be what we can. I've got 3 tonne of bonito still in the shed, so whatever we get out of this, we'll use that, and then the rest we'll do with bonito. So ideally 50-50. So we need 1.5 tonne out of 5 tonne, which is doable. So yeah, and Brian is on his way back now, so we're just gonna wait here and then load him, and he'll head to town. And they're getting pretty close to finishing that paddock. It'll be probably like 6 o'clock by the time they finish it, but yeah, it's a good run of the day. So Brian's heading off back to town. Annabelle's in and loading. The guys are out at harvesting, and we're just going to strap these down, take them back up to the shed, and then we'll unload them up there. And we're strapping them down because a couple of years ago from this exact spot I left with a ton on the bag on the back, and it just rocked and it fell off, and I had to shovel the whole thing. So that's why we're strapping. They'll live there until we go to do seed grading, which will be early in the next year. So yeah, we'll park all the things away now. Shepherd heads to go back in, forklift away, and yeah, the guys are down there happily harvesting. So yeah, pretty cruisy day today, which is quite nice. So I'm just coming down to the paddock just to see how the guys are getting on, and they are smashing through the hectares. Because as we come through the gate here, they are, yeah, they're nearly finished. So they've got this little triangle piece to do. Then they've got where we were doing seed. Well, we left seed for the bandit, but we're not keeping bandit anymore. So they got that to do, and then yeah, they're done. So tomorrow we'll try and get into the canola down at Hatton's there and just see how we go with those off types. But yeah, no, the guys have had a bloody good day. So since they calibrated the front or whatever they did, this front is now running like perfectly level. I know you got the sunlight and you guys can't really see, but this isn't touching the ground anymore. That was just always riding on the ground. So yeah, it's awesome that that's worked. So I've got George to pull up. As I'm going behind him, I'm just noticing that the right-hand terminator, there's not the correct amount of dust coming out, or it's just pointing straight to the ground where it should be coming straight out. So I've got him to pull up to have a look, and this is what I find. Your terminator, see the flap has gone up. So nothing's actually wrong, but your flap is somehow lifted up, and it's all shooting down. Yeah, it's just not coming out hard shooting. So I've just bent it back down, so it's now underneath. And I'm sure it would have been fine if we left it, but just don't want to risk anything blocking and anything like that. So we just leave it going the way that it should be going, and he can get on his way. So the guys have had an awesome day. We've had an awesome day. It's been a good day. Got all the seed done. They're smashing hectares. So they're going to finish the canola here tonight, which would be great. So yeah, I reckon I'll leave the video there. Don't forget to go and donate for Movember. Again, it's not Movember for me at the moment. It's 27th of October. But shortly, I'll start growing this moustache and we'll see what we can get. But would love you guys all to donate. Just asking $2 from everybody. That's all we need, and you're going the chance for a hat and a stubby holder. So everyone has a chance to win. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, go and listen to the Glass Cage podcast. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.